Good morning. I'm here at the Twin Sisters Trailhead, and the trailhead is actually located inside Rocky Mountain National Park. However, the majority of the trail is in Roosevelt National Forest, which is the drone zone, baby. And so far, I'm the only person here. Official start time, 5:48. It looks like someone's put some logs here, blocking the road, so people don't keep walking up in that direction, which is exactly what my mom and I did the first time we tried this. Nope. You want to hit this left right here at the trailhead sign. I started at a good time this morning, before 6 o'clock. And I don't know if I've ever been the first and only car up here. There's almost always a car up here. But I'm trying to hurry up and get to the summit and get my drone shots before anybody else shows up. That way I don't have to worry about bothering anybody. I've been hiking for about 32 minutes. And I've made it up to this awesome viewpoint. And of course, that's looking over at Meeker and Longs. And this is looking back at where I've come from. There are these 3 planes that have been flying around for about an hour. It looks like a private jet flanked by 2 smaller ones. And they just keep doing loops in and around Estes Park. I've been hiking for an hour and 15 minutes exactly. I'm up over 10,600 vertical feet, and I am leaving Rocky Mountain National Park and re-entering Roosevelt National Forest. And I'm starting to pick up a lot of snow right here. And now that we're back inside Roosevelt National Forest, it also means we're back in the drone zone, baby. Yeah, this is getting rather nasty through here. I'm gonna have to deal with snow for a tiny bit until I break through up onto the rocks. And then even up there, I'm probably still gonna have to deal with a patch or two. You have to deal with a patch or two of snow. I'm finally in the sunshine, and this is about what I expected up here. This should be the worst part back here. Once I break through out onto the open rocks, I'm thinking it should get a lot better. Normally, the trail branches off in that direction and then switches back one last time. But it's always like this in the spring, and you want to take it straight up in this direction. And this is a lot steeper. I just hit 10,900. So I'm getting up there. And I'm back on the trail. All right. And in an hour and 40 minutes, I've made it up here to where it opens up. And it's time to fly the drone, baby. I just got done flying the drone around for a little bit, and it's beautiful up here. I'm almost up there, and I don't see anyone back behind me, so that's cool. I should have the summit to myself for a few minutes. Almost there. I'm making really good time. I just hit 2 hours and 5 minutes. And this is what we're looking at up here. That's going to be the east summit. And I think that's the highest point on the mountain. That's the south sister. And then right over here is the west summit. I'm going to go get this one first. All right, now I'm up here. West summit of Twin Sisters Peaks. And this took me about 2 hours and 10 minutes. And it goes without saying, but these are some of the best views of Meeker and Longs that you're gonna get. Unbelievable. And then behind them are a lot of the other mountains in Rocky Mountain National Park. You can see quite a few from up here. Beautiful day too. Unbelievable. I spent a few minutes up there on the west summit, but I'm going to drop it down and take it over to the east summit. And that's going to be the high point out here on Twin Sisters Peaks. I've dropped it down and I'm going to take it across this little saddle area and then up to the top of the east summit. I'm going to take it back in this direction. I'm going to have a little fun with it. Who's having fun with it? Yeah, I think this actually looks a little harder than it is. It's not too bad. And just like that, we're up here, east summit of Twin Sisters Peaks. All right, and this is the highest point right here. And this is it, the summit of Twin Sisters Peaks. All right, guys, it's 9:45 and I'm not even sure how long I've been sitting up here, but the wind is starting to pick up, so it's time to go. It's time to head on back. All right, now I've made it back down to where I had stashed my poles. All right, and the adventure continues. The good thing about the rest of this adventure is that it is all downhill. Yeah, there's hardly anybody out here today. I'm thinking that snow is going to stop a lot of casual hikers. It was somewhat nasty. I would classify it as pretty annoying. All right, let's do it. Let's take it on back. And on the way down, I was talking to a guy. I already forgot his name. Sorry if you're watching this. And as I was standing there, I didn't have a very tight grip on my camera, and it went falling out of my hands, bouncing down the rocks. And it's like my sunhood just evaporated. I'm pretty sure it was on the camera when I dropped it, because if it wasn't, I would have broke the lens. But yeah, me and that dude, we looked through the rocks for like 5 minutes. We could not find it. It's like it just disappeared. I just got to drop it down to about 10,600 vertical feet, and then that's when the snow should stop, and the rest of the hike down should be a cakewalk. I'm now leaving Roosevelt National Forest and re-entering Rocky Mountain National Park. And contrary to popular belief, this is not a dog-friendly hike. Since half the trail is in Rocky Mountain National Park, you can't bring your dog on it. So why did I just pass somebody who was walking a dog on it? Oh, because those people are dumb. And right back there at the Rocky Mountain National Park border is pretty much where the snow stops and starts. It's crazy. It's like you hike past that sign and the snow stops. Yeah, that's a pretty big and obvious sign saying not to bring your dog up on the trail. All right, and I'm back. It's just now 11:35, so that took me an hour and 50 minutes to come down. Looking at about 2 hours and 10 up, 150 down, and probably 15 minutes to get from one peak to the other. And it's starting to get a little toasty out here. I'm glad the hike is over, but I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next one, y'all, peace.